From the moment the 2026 Mercedes-AMG G-Class G63 makes its debut on the screen, it is instantly apparent that this is not a typical SUV. Its famous boxy silhouette, which has remained almost untouched for decades, is a monument to timeless design. Yet this most recent edition takes that tradition and pushes it into an altogether new era of power, luxury, and potential. The G63 commands respect from the moment you first lay eyes on it, and not just because of its appearance. It also commands respect because of what it represents to the culture of automobiles. You are greeted by the distinctive AMG grille on the front end, which is flanked by a pair of dramatic circular LED headlights that are able to shine brightly even during the darkest of nights. All of the surfaces are rough and sophisticated at the same time, much like a suit that has been meticulously fitted for the wilderness. This is a vehicle that is capable of tearing up mountain trails just as easily as it is capable of arriving at a five-star hotel. It is an all-terrain trophy that never sacrifices elegance for performance. When you step inside, the cabin of the G63 quickly envelopes you in an ambience that is nothing short of perfect elegance. All of these elements, including the aroma of high-quality leather, the weight of controls made of solid metal, and the ambient lighting, come together to produce an atmosphere that is more reminiscent of a private plane than an SUV. There are two high-resolution screens that dominate the dashboard. One of them is for the driver's instruments, and the other is for the information and entertainment system. This gives you technology that is both up-to-date and easy to understand. Despite the fact that every seat is luxurious and every material has a high-end feel to it, the design nevertheless manages to convey a sense of tough competence behind all of that luxury. What's under the hood of the 2026 G63, however, is the real heart of the vehicle. A gigantic handcrafted AMG V8 engine that roars with authority each and every time you push the start button. Acceleration comes with a visceral punch that belies its size, and it does so with a booming exhaust noise that turns heads regardless of whether you are in the city or the desert. Undoubtedly, this is a massive vehicle. Nonetheless, it accelerates with a level of confidence and ferocity that is very astonishing. When it comes to driving, the G63 disproves expectations. While its suspension moves over difficult terrain with a confidence that inspires trust, its steering is so precise and its power delivery is so strong that it makes cornering feel almost like a game, which is quite remarkable for such a dangerous beast. A paradox, this sport utility vehicle, SUV, is both luxurious and commanding, exquisite and aggressive. One thing will become abundantly evident to you by the time you reach the conclusion of this review. The 2026 Mercedes-AMG G-Class G63 is not only a car, rather, it is an experience. In addition, it is an event that should be witnessed in each and every astonishing moment. It is not enough for the 2026 Mercedes-AMG GLE 63 South to simply walk into a room. It also makes an announcement. The moment those quad exhaust tips begin to growl to life, you are aware that this SUV is something truly remarkable. Simply said, this is not another luxury crossover vehicle. Power and refinement are not mutually exclusive. They may coexist without any sacrifice, according to AMG. In addition, as you continue to watch this video, you are about to learn the specific reasons why the GLE 63S is considered to be one of the most exciting performance SUVs on the entire planet. When it comes to its appearance, the GLE 63S strikes the ideal balance between sophistication and aggressiveness. The aggressive grille with the Panamericana vertical slats, the wider AMG body package, and the larger alloy wheels all contribute to the vehicle's presence, making it practically impossible to miss. This sport utility vehicle, SUV, does not conceal its goals, rather it reveals them. From every line to every vent to every posture on the road, it is clear that this vehicle was designed with performance in mind. Step inside and you will find that the interior is the epitome of Mercedes-Benz luxury elevated to an entirely new level. The cabin has the sensation of the cockpit of a high-end sports GT, with performance seats designed specifically for AMG that snuggle you in luxury regardless of whether you are driving through city streets or carving through mountain passes. Each and every surface, from the carbon fiber trim to the stitched leather, gives the impression that it was built with thought. The MBUX infotainment system boasts graphics that are crystal clear. However, the combination of technological advancement and comfort is what lays the groundwork for what is to come, which is a performance that both surprises and delights. A customized AMG 4.0-liter V8 biturbo engine is located beneath the hood of the vehicle. This engine is a wonder of engineering that generates tremendous power and torque. The moment you hit the accelerator, the GLE 63S replies with intensity and poise. Given its size, it propels itself forward with an exciting surge that gives the impression of being almost mischievous. In addition, the power is delivered without any interruptions thanks to the innovative AMG Performance 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive system and the 9-speed automatic transmission. This results in every acceleration feeling extremely smooth while simultaneously exhilarating. However, the magic is not limited to speed in a straight line. The GLE 63S maintains its composure and self-assurance even while driving on winding roads thanks to its adjustable suspension and clever dynamics. The fact that it is more akin to a performance sedan than a normal SUV is a remarkable accomplishment that surpasses both consumers' hearts and their expectations. As this evaluation comes to a close, it will become abundantly evident that the 2026 Mercedes-AMG GLE 63S is not merely another fast SUV. Not only is it sumptuous and powerful, but it is also undoubtedly thrilling. It is a benchmark in the segment. Stay here for a while longer because this is the kind of performance tale that you will want to see over and over again. When the 2026 Aston Martin DB12 Coupe comes into view, it does more than just captivate your eye. It also catches your imagination. This is not only a vehicle, rather, it is a living manifestation of elegance and exhilarating performance coming together. From its sculpted bodywork to the savage heart pulsing beneath its hood, the DB12 is a masterpiece that must be experienced rather than only viewed. It is a masterpiece that demands to be experienced. At the outset, the design of the DB12 appears to be nothing short of automotive poetry. Graceful yet muscular, elegant yet adventurous, each curve flows with purpose and a sense of refinement. Long hood, pronounced haunches, and a rear spoiler that is delicately incorporated all contribute to the creation of a shape that gives the impression of both speed and sophistication. In response to those individuals who want for a combination of artistic elegance and raw power, Aston Martin has created this vehicle. It is a car that gives the impression of speed even when it is standing fully still. The elaborately crafted LED headlamps that appear to stare with intent, the expanded grille that breathes performance, and the beautiful lines that connect every surface with seamless fluidity are some of the elements that you will notice as you step closer to the vehicle. Nevertheless, the DB12 is more than just a pretty face. This automobile is designed to excite. When you open the door, you are greeted by a cabin that has the atmosphere of a luxurious retreat because it was constructed specifically for the purpose of driving with passion. Immediately, you are enveloped in the comfort of plush leather seats that have been hand-stitched with painstaking perfection. With its intuitive panels that are framed by vintage analog touches that pay homage to Aston Martin's legacy, the dashboard is a perfect example of how cutting-edge technology can be combined with classic design. The space is designed to provide comfort without compromising on the emphasis placed on performance. Then, the moment that you have been anticipating arrives. The engine begins to start up. Located beneath the sculpted metal is a powerful twin-turbo V8 engine that was acquired from AMG. This engine is capable of delivering thunderous acceleration while producing a refined roar. However, when you demand that it surge forward, it erupts with confidence and speed. The DB12 does not rush. Rather, it glides while being driven. As a result of its advanced automatic transmission, the power delivery is smooth, the throttle is eager, and every change is precise. The DB12 has a sense of vitality when it is driven on open roads. It is fluid yet furious, poised yet surprising in the best possible way. It handles corners with elegance, reacts with pinpoint precision, and it exhilarates with each and every touch of the pedal. It's not just driving, it's an experience that engages all of your senses. By the time you reach the conclusion of this evaluation, there is one thing that cannot be refuted. The 2026 Aston Martin DB12 Coupe is not merely an exceptional grand tourer. Rather, it is the epitome of automotive beauty and performance. In light of the fact that this is a drive that is worth watching multiple times, stay tuned. The 2026 Bentley Flying Spur enters not with a whisper, but with an elegant domination that immediately demands your whole attention at the very moment it is introduced. This is not only a luxury sedan, rather, it is a declaration of prestige, performance, and unadulterated quality. As soon as it shows on the screen, you are aware that you are about to witness something spectacular. This is due to the fact that the Flying Spur does more than just convey you, it also elevates every aspect of the driving experience. Upon initial inspection, the Flying Spur's design is a stunning example of the finesse that it possesses. Having a matrix grille that is intimidating and being flanked by LED headlights that seem like jewels gives the front fascia a presence that is both polished and powerful. A profile that is both regal and aerodynamic is created by the tall, sculpted hood and beautiful lines that sweep toward the rear. This profile is the ideal combination of contemporary and tradition. The car in question is one that is intended to attract attention without making a single sound. Upon entering, the Flying Spur exposes its actual nature, which is that it is the ultimate sanctuary that is on wheels as well. When you first lay eyes on the shining wood veneer or the moment your hand touches the quilted leather seats, you immediately comprehend why Bentley is the epitome of luxury. Every single surface has the impression of being painstakingly constructed. Every single stitch has a specific purpose, and every single detail, right down to the revolving central display, exudes quality. Not only does it have a luxurious atmosphere, but it also has a personal sense to it, as if it were constructed only for you. Nevertheless, there is no mistaking the fact that this placid appearance conceals a heart that rumbles with strength. The 2026 Flying Spur is driven by a powerful engine. Regardless of whether it is the booming W12 or the exciting V8 option, the power delivery is both smooth and vicious. This Grand Tourer strikes a balance between physical strength and sophisticated control, as evidenced by its smooth acceleration that forces you back into your seat. Not only is it quick, but it is also gracefully quick, much like a thoroughbred that has been let loose on an open road. Whenever it is in motion, the Flying Spur demonstrates a level of equilibrium that is almost miraculous. The refined noise-canceling technology, precise steering, and adaptable suspension make every journey feel peaceful, regardless of the speed at which it is being taken. The sensation is one of unparalleled luxury and calm, regardless of whether you are meandering through the streets of the city or gliding down the highway. By the time this evaluation is over, one thing has become abundantly clear. The 2026 Bentley Flying Spur is not only a vehicle, rather, it is an experience that has the potential to completely immerse the driver. An engineering, artistic, and luxurious masterpiece that continues to enthrall from the very beginning to the very end. The ride is well worth every second of your attention, therefore we encourage you to stay with us. The 2026 Lamborghini Revuelto, which combines unbridled power, electric innovation, and a trademark Lamborghini attitude, makes its public premiere in a manner similar to that of a contemporary legend. This vehicle's distinctive Y-shape, sculpted aerodynamic surfaces, and razor-edged form immediately create the impression that it is a weapon made of speed rather than a car. This is due to the fact that the car produces that image. The degree of detail that is captured in every single detail tends to increase as the camera gets closer to the subject of the photograph. The vehicle's aggressive attitude, dramatic air channels, and carbon fiber structure all contribute to its ability to dominate the road and command attention without any justifications. You will feel as though you are entering a completely furnished cockpit of the newest model when you enter the Revuelto's cabin. The distinctive fighter jet design, racing-inspired controls, and Lamborghini's use of sharp displays combine to produce an atmosphere that is the pinnacle of unrestrained luxury and excitement. Lamborghini is a German automaker. It seems from this point of view that every surface, every light, every thread is open for manipulation. This is true. On the other hand, the Revuelto's revolutionary powertrain is thought to be its most important feature. This beast is capable of being launched with a terrifyingly high degree of accuracy. Electric motors and a powerful V12 engine enable this. This is made feasible by the combination of the two distinct types of motors. The hybrid system is producing power that seems limitless, the engine is roaring furiously, and the acceleration is so rapid that it nearly stops you in your tracks. These events are all taking place at the same time. The Revuelto's driving abilities allow it to display a level of dexterity that is beyond human comprehension. The car's dynamic aerodynamics, lightning-fast steering, and all-wheel drive traction system provide the impression that every curve is a performance stage. It is one of the few supercars that can match its confidence in handling because of its strong, steady, and incredibly beautiful handling. This can be attributed to its robust and steady handling. Apart from its ability to reach great speeds, the 2026 Lamborghini Revuelto is also a car that can create a statement. It is a declaration of the future, to put it another way. A technological advancement that has the power to both push the envelope of what is feasible and rewrite existing boundaries. I assure you that the more you observe, the more this terrible bull shows its true strength. This is something you ought to think about. This is what I'm going to say.